What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. Quite a long episode for you guys today. As you can see on the screen, we are 22-6, which is a sensational return of wins for me, based off the fact we went 6 wins, 4 losses in our first 10 games. We only need to win 7 from our last 5. You're going to see the gameplay here today to get elite. I was going to stop at 22 wins, but because I only needed 3 wins to get to gold 1, I was like, hey, let me go for the 3 wins, see where we can go. We ended up getting those 3 wins, but it actually took me 5 games to get those 3 wins. I lost my next 2 back to back, which is obviously crazy frustrating. I didn't play so good this weekend. I just didn't play good at all. We're going to get to that in the comments. So I've got a lot of comments to get through today, so we're going to try and get through the lesser important ones first, and then the more topic of conversation ones last. Game Techers says, hi Nep, I appreciate how much effort you put into the second channel. Keep it up. Well, I appreciate that, Game Techers, and I saw a lot of people say, I should take a break, and if it's too much, to just don't worry about it, take some time off. And when I like complain and moan and bitch about FIFA and the toll that it takes on me and my life and the sacrifices I make, I don't say that because I'm looking for sympathy, and I don't say that because I feel like I need time off. Like I'm very, very privileged to be able to do what I do for a living. Because of you guys and the fact that you watch me and support me and support my cause. I've been able to put a position for my family where they're going to be hopefully set for life for the next few years, as long as we're able to maintain and keep up this kind of viewership and revenue streams. So I'm not saying I don't want nor need a break. If I ever did need a break, I would take a break. If ever I was at a point where I was like at breaking point, I would literally just take a break. I'd be like, right, I need a couple of days, just no social media and take some time off. But it's just unnecessary right now. I love this. I love this job. I love what I do for a living. And there's absolutely no need to take a break or to slow down or anything like that, because it's just not necessary at the moment. I'm not burnt out yet. I'm burnt out of Ultimate Team and Foot Champs. And when I say I'm burnt out of Foot Champs, I think people think that that's all encompassing with all videos and stuff like that. But in terms of like content creation and playing FIFA and being there as a social media personality, I'm not burnt out from that in the slightest. Devon Johnson and many others said the issue with those monthlies, talking about squad battle monthlies, if they were to give red cards, would be that if you played both Foot Champs and squad battles, you get a lot of untradeable duplicates. My response to that, first of all, is so what? Like, you're getting extra cards. But also, I don't think you would get many duplicates. If you went and got 11 for top 100 plus 20 for Elite 1 Foot Champs, that's 31 cards out of 100. So there would be a small chance that you'd get duplicates, but I don't think you would get duplicates. And if you did get a duplicate, you could just use it for an SBC. So it's not a big problem. So yeah, I don't think duplicates is a good enough reason to not give out red cards. Malik Masterplay says, swap Vieira and Matuidi around. I die inside when I see stuff like that. I don't understand why. It won't affect chemistry at all. It doesn't change anything. Everybody is on full chemistry in this team. Matuidi gets strong link from Henry and Vieira, so he's on 10 chem. Alaba gets strong link from Boateng, so gets 10 chem. Boateng gets strong link from Alaba and Farman, so he's on 10 chem. Nobody suffers for chemistry with my team the way it is, so I don't know why I would be swapping Matuidi and Vieira around. It doesn't change anything. And the reason why I brought that up is because it's got thumbs up, it's got likes. Unless there's another reason why I should swap them around that I'm missing, maybe there is, but I don't think there is. Fraser Short gives an interesting, insightful topic to discuss, and for somewhere where we can go forwards with this. He says, hey Nep, I just thought I would bring this to your attention. There is a new glitch for squad battles I have discovered, where you can select a low difficulty, go to the kit selection screen, back out, then select legendary or ultimate, and it will set the AI at the first difficulty but give you the points for the second difficulty. Love your content and keep up the good work. I tried this, it doesn't work. Maybe I did it wrong, but I followed the instructions to the letter. I went in with my team, I went in on beginner, I got to the kit selection screen, I backed out, I went back in again, and this time chose it on ultimate. and it was still on ultimate difficulty. I played all 4 of my games on ultimate difficulty using this method. I won 3-0, 5-0, 6-4, and 4-4 draw that I won on penalties. So if it was truly on beginner difficulty, that wouldn't have happened. I would have stomped every game 10-0 should I have wanted to. So maybe there's something in the sense that there is a glitch in there that allows you to select one difficulty and play on a different difficulty, but that's not it. So if people want to try and go and figure that out, go nuts. If you want to test that out for yourself, go nuts. But from my experience, I've already tested this now and it doesn't work. So I don't know. Maybe there's a little bit more that you've left out on there, Fraser, that I'm not looking out for. Jake Klein says, EA gave everyone a good chance to do one tradable team of the week pack by giving 2 SBCs with informs as a rewards, and they were cheap. So if you've done those 2 SBCs, you can do a tradable team of the week SBC for cheap. Yeah, I agree. And I think credit to EA where it's due. This promotional weekend has been great. I've actually thoroughly enjoyed it. You know, the SBC for Young and for the Calcio A guy, I can't remember his name, was great. And then, as you say, you could use those 2 informs to do a tradable Team of the Week SBC that you can save for whenever, or you can open straight away and actually get some coins back. And in general, the SBCs, the Flash SBCs have been great. For people that do Road to Glory and stuff, they've been fantastic. What I most like is actually the weekly objectives. The play 10, play 20, play 30. I think that's fantastic. I hope that this isn't a one-off for Black Friday / Cyber Monday, and the EA do more longer-term, harder difficulty things like this. You know, like score 50 goals, score 100 goals, score 150 goals, something like that. You know, I think that would be awesome. Just for the people that do play the hell out of this game, like me, like some of you guys, it's nice to get rewarded for that. So yeah, it would be awesome to see a little bit more of that going forwards. The next comment is from... I'm going to leave that for a time being. Colm Q12 says, hey Nep, do you think that for a prime icon, Pele or Maradona, you will have to submit a team of icons? Love the vids, keep up the good work. I don't think a team of icons. What I think is, if Henry is a 93 rated prime icon, I'm going to have to go and get Chi Old Footbin. If Henry is a 93 rated prime icon, is required for 3 icons to get him. Pele at 98, Maradona at 97, Ronaldo at 96, Yashin, Ronaldinho 94s, Maldini... So, not Henry at 93 rated is the second high... Well, like, the only players you've got above him are Maldini, Ronaldinho, Ronaldo, Maradona and Pele. So there's only 5 more higher rated than him. So for Ronaldinho and Paolo Maldini, who are 94 rated cards, you could probably expect something a bit similar. Maybe 3 icons, maybe a 4th icon. Interestingly enough, adding extra icons doesn't bump the price up by huge amounts. So for Pele, Maradona and Ronaldo, you might need 5 icons. But even then, it still won't bump up the price that much. Because Henry is mad expensive, right? And in my opinion, just absolutely not worth it. Henry is 2.84 million on PlayStation and 2.96 million on Xbox. And that's requiring 3 icons. Now, the cheapest rated icon currently is like 350k or a little bit less. If I actually go to icons on Footbin as well, let's go, let me just type in any name to get an icon up and then go into icons. When we look at the cheapest rated icons right now for PlayStation, for example, we have got 369 for Van der Sar, 370 for Schmeichel, 370 for Puyol, 370 for Okocha, 370 for Overmars, 380 for Petit. So if you needed 2 extra icons compared to what you need now for Henry, so 5 icons in total for a Ronaldinho, Maldini, Ronaldo, Maradona or Pele, you're only looking at 1 million coins more, right? And that's if other SBCs are similar. And you know, for Henry, you need, what do you need? A 90 rated squad, is it? Or is it an 89 rated squad? So for Henry, you need, yeah, an 89, an 88, an 87, an 86, an 85, an 84, and an 83. So they might also require you to use a 90 rated squad at one stage or another, right? So you're only looking at, worst case scenario, a maximum of probably like 1.5 million more coins for the absolute best icons. And that's, again, for me, when I was looking at this, that for me is another reason why this isn't value for money for Thierry Henry, because I don't think Ronaldo, Maldini, Ronaldinho, Maradona or Pele, I don't think they'll be that much more expensive. I think you'll be looking at 4.5 million as an absolute max for an SBC for a prime icon. Now, if the icon's right, I think it's worth doing. Because, as I say, you know, Henry I don't think is worth doing, because Henry, in my opinion, just isn't a good enough player. However, Ronaldinho, I think, is worth doing, because he's a left wing, he's got insane stats. And then you've also got players like Ruud Gullit's 93 rated cards. If that was 4 million coins, because that's a 93 as well, so assume you need 3 icons for Ruud Gullit too, assume you're going to be paying 3 million for that Ruud Gullit, like Henry is. Well, Ruud Gullit's 90 rated card is already 3.6 million. So even if they did require you to use 4 icons for 93 rated Ruud Gullit, it's still going to be cheaper than what his 90 rated card is to purchase. So if you've got his 90 rated card, you could just sell it, use that coins, get his 93 rated card, and sure, it's going to be untradeable. But I think there are certain icons that are going to be worth it for prime icons, even if it requires 4 or 5 icons to put in. But I also think there's going to be a lot of icons like Henry who aren't going to be worth it to spend the money on. So it's in my opinion, based on what I've seen so far, that 4.5, maybe 5 million is going to be a maximum value that we're looking at for a prime icon SBC. And in retrospect, it's actually just going to get cheaper and cheaper and cheaper, because the more special cards that get released into the game, the less you have to spend to get the higher rated cards. You know, the prices of higher rated cards declines as time goes on. Once you get your red monthlies, you're going to get a lot of high rated cards that you now don't have to buy. You get your Foot Champs rewards, you're going to get coins and cards that you don't have to buy. But also when, you know, for example, let's say Ruud Gullit is one of the last players to come out. Let's say Ronaldo. Let's say the 96 Ronaldo is one of the last players to come out. And you want to do him. And let's say he comes out in March. You could just wait until Team of the Season for a month and a half more. And all of a sudden, remember all those 89, 90s, 91 Team of the Seasons with like 30k, 35k? All of a sudden, completing an 89 rated squad is going to be way cheaper than it is now. So it's actually going to reduce as time goes on. It's going to reduce the value of the prime icon SBCs and really bring the price down. And I know the counter argument to that is, I don't want to use a guy at Team of the Season when the game's dead. For me personally, the game's not dead in Team of the Season. Team of the Season is when it thrives the most, when you get those cards and you get to play with them. That's for me when the game is at its peak. So if that's when I have to wait to get someone like a prime icon Ronaldo, I'll wait for that prime icon Ronaldo then, if I can do it 1 million coins or 1.5 million coins cheaper, because I can just dump the Team of the Season cards into the SBC. So I would say for Pele or Maradona, you might need 6 icons. You also might need a 90 rated squad in there, but I don't think it'll be that much more expensive than the Henry is, just because of the value of items on the game. That's my personal opinion. Thunderstorm says, Nep, you should sell Gullit and buy Inform Pogba and put a shadow on him. Not a chance in hell, dude. And this is something I think people need to realise with regards specifically to what we're going to talk about in a second, which I'm nearly running out of time for, and also with regards to first informs of high-rated players. Paul Pogba's 88 card has 48 extra in-game stats than his regular card, yet it's double the price, and the stats are spread out throughout the card. So he gets +1 in sprint speed. That's it for pace. He gets +2 positioning, 1 finishing, 2 shot power, 2 long shots, 2 volleys, 1 penalties. He gets 3 vision, 2 crossing, 2 free kick accuracy, 3 short pass, 3 long pass, 3 curve. Long pass, short pass is okay. He gets 1 stamina, 1 strength, 1 heading, 1 interceptions, 1 stand tackle, 3 composure, 3 dribbling, 3 ball control, 3 reactions, 2 balance and 2 agility. Now, that is not a big upgrade. Definitely not to now all of a sudden pay double the price for him. And definitely not because you won't even notice that in game. That first inform is a terrible upgrade. Then, for example, you take a look at someone like Alessandrini, who I use as a first inform. He gets bumped from a 77 rated card to an 82 rated card and goes up massively in stats. 4 sprint speed, 3 acceleration, 10 shot power, 10 volleys, 9 long shots, 9 penalties, 9 finishing, 9 positioning, 8 in vision, crossing, free kick accuracy and curve, 7 in long passing and short passing, 11 aggression, 12 stamina, 10 jumping, 9 strength, 7 interceptions, 12 heading accuracy, defense doesn't matter, and then 6 and 5s across the board for dribbling. That's a massive upgrade where you think, okay, that's actually worth spending some money on because he's been upgraded so heavily. But with someone like Pogba, the card's already so high, they can't obviously give him this kind of boost for a first in form. But for the big cards, you probably won't notice any in-game differences until like the second or third in form. And when you consider that you're paying, you know, 1 million coins, give or take, for Paul Pogba, 900,000 coins for the 88 Pogba, and 500,000 coins for the 87 Pogba, for 400,000 extra coins, those stats spread thinly across the board, just absolutely not worth it. Absolutely not worth it. So I think people should just pay more attention to what they're actually getting out of an inform. And that goes hand in hand with what I wanted to talk about with the last 2 comments. I'm going to save the last 2 comments because they're very valuable discussion topics that I thought I'd have enough time to get through today, but I need more time than what I've got left to talk about. I ended up, guys, going on some weird runs this weekend in terms of FUT Champs. You know, we went 6 and 4 off our first 10, which was terrible. We then got that to 22 and 6, which was insane. We then went to 25 and 8, I believe, which is terrible again. And then I even got it up to 26 and 10. I got, you know what I mean? I went from 23 and 6 to 26 and 10. So I went on another ridiculously bad run of games. So I needed to win 3 of my last 4 games to get Elite 3 for the week. I ended up doing it. I really wasn't going to do it, but I was bored, I'll be honest. I'd finished my games early. I'd got to Gold 1. I'd got to 25 wins, and I was happy to finish there. I was ready to play games with the guys that I talk to every day, you know, Nick, Tobias, Bateson, etc. And I wasn't, they weren't ready. They were still playing their FUT Champs games. They still had videos to do. So I was like, all right, I've got nothing to do for the next couple of hours till they're ready. Let me just play through these games. I ended up playing through. I ended up getting Elite with 1 game to spare. So all in all, it wasn't a great weekend, but it wasn't a bad weekend. You know, my team is good enough to the point, and this is what I'm going to talk about next video. My team is good enough to a point where I should be doing better than 29 wins in a weekend. But it's not necessarily about the team that you've got. So we did end up hitting Elite 3, guys, which is awesome. We got Elite 1 monthly very comfortably, which is also awesome. Very much looking forward to the monthly rewards this month. I think there's some good cards in there that if we can hit one of the good cards will be great. But this is going to be the end of the gameplay. Let's go live. Alright, guys, so I finished FUT Champions with a flourish and we ended up getting Elite 3 in the end. I got 1 game to spare, but there's absolutely no reason to play it tonight. I wasn't going to go to Elite. I genuinely wasn't. I got to 22 wins and then I was like, you know, we'll get to 25, no problem. I think lost 2 in a row and then won 3 in a row to get to 25, and then I was done. I was sat there, I was talking to the boys in the Discord chat. I was like, I'm done. Anyone want to play some PUBG? I'd already made my videos. I'm prepared for Monday. I actually had a couple of hours spare to just chill, and nobody was ready to do anything. So I was like, all right, let me just play a couple of games and see where it goes. And I needed 4 wins from 7. And I lost the next game, so I needed 4 wins from 6. Brilliant. I won the next game, then I lost the next 2. So I needed 3 wins from 4 and I got it. Now I finished on 29 wins and 10 losses, which is quite good considering I was 6 and 4. You know, so I've gone 23 wins for 6 losses over the last 19 games. And no, wait, over the last 29 games, and that's not bad, especially given the fact that I actually threw away a lot of wins today. I'm such an emotional player, you know, like Nick. When you see Nick plays, he's an emotional player, and I let little things get the better of me way too much. And there were so many games this weekend league where I was in a good game. I'm not necessarily the better player or anything, but I was just in a game where it was close. It could have gone either way. And I just let the smallest things niggle at me and it affects my gameplay, and then I end up throwing the victory. So I'm quite happy that I managed to pull through and get into Elite 3. That's back-to-back weeks now where I've scraped Elite 3 in the last couple of games. You know, last week we had to win 5 in a row to get to Elite 3. This week we had to win our last 3 out of 4 to get to Elite 3. It's not great. You know, if we look at the leaderboards this month compared to last month, if we look at last week, I got 29 out of 40. This week, I suppose I've progressed. I've got 29 and 39 this week instead of in 40. But if you look at the monthlies, 121 won this month. Last month, and 119 this month. So if I did win the last game, I'm about the same. And that's not good enough. I'd much rather see progression. So next month, I hope to see some progression. It's going to be a 5-week month next month, so there's going to be 200 games to play in total. We'll see how that affects anything going forwards. But I have got Elite. Now, I'm not going to actually open my top... I'm not going to open my Elite pack for this week, this upcoming Team of the Week or whatever on Thursday when the rewards come, because it's not going to be a good Team of the Week based on like the footballing results over the weekend. So I'm going to save it for a better week, but we'll get the 70,000 coins in a 100k pack on Thursday, which would be quite nice. And I don't know where I finished in squad battles. I didn't check. I assume it's Elite 1. It might be Elite 2. Right, it is Elite 1. So I finished Elite 1 in squad battles. The Movember kit, which is quite a nice kit. 40,000 coins and 2 mega packs. You know, I don't mind that, guys. I really don't mind that. It was nice to have to not worry about fighting in the weekend league, you know, like with squad battles as well. I missed out, I'd probably say, let's have a look at Rio Ferdinand's squad. So he's got himself in the squad at least. Ronaldo, Neymar, Messi, Dele Alli, Modric, Pogba, Carvajal, Ramos, Marcelo, and De Gea. Ronaldo, Bale, Lloris. Yeah, that's a good team, that is. Yeah, I probably missed out on... What do you play? You play 45 games. I probably only played 30 games, maybe a little bit less. But that puts us up to 350,000 coins. I also, as you probably would have seen, I went and bought Max Cruiser. I think he scored on the one game that he's played so far. Scored and an assist. And I bought him just because I remember his gold card. I loved it. It was one of my favourite cards early on. And this card is just insane. Once I put a chem style on him and he gets a minor boost in the shooting and passing categories. He's got 88 composure. As a late sub in at the cam spot instead of Rui Costa, he's actually going to be amazing. So I picked him up for 20,000 coins. Also, like as a long-term investment, you know, I expect him to get to go up in price, even to 25, 28, 30k. So should the time come to sell him, I'll probably make a bit of profit on him. So we picked up Max Cruiser. In terms of the player stats, guys, before we get into the packs and end the video here, Henry, Valencia and Rui Costa, 333 each. Henry now 646 goals and 184 assists. So that's, what, 830 goal contributions. 830 goal contributions in 333 games. The man is a machine. He is an absolute machine. We've also got Rui Costa's got some big, you know, putting up some big numbers. 7 goals away from hitting the 200 mark. And, you know, he's got, what, nearly 500 goal contributions in 333. Alessandrini has, like, 440 goal contributions, and he's almost at 200 as well in less games. This guy is a monster. I really, really like Matuidi. I think he's a fantastic player. If he just had 3 or 4 star weak foot, I could see myself keeping him for the longest time. But he will be the next upgrade, I think. Him or Alessandrini will be the next upgrades, but I don't know who to. Vieira is great. I love this card. He is great. And in spite of the fact of his stamina issues, Ruud Gullit is a beast. Upgrading him to the 90 Gullit eventually would be ideal, but I'm going to need about 2.3 million for that. So I'm obviously a considerable amount of coins away from that. Well, actually, I need about 2 million because he's about 3.3 for... We'll go and have a look, actually. And then the defense is great as well. But yeah, I'm very, very happy with this team. So we've got 350k plus 70k to come. That puts us at like 420 plus the packs and the other packs. We're about, give or take, 550 to 600k at the moment. We can get 1.3 back for the regular Ruud Gullit. So that puts us on somewhere around the 1.8 million mark if we sold the current Ruud Gullit. And this Ruud Gullit is 3.7 now. So he was down at 3.3 before. So I'm about 2 million coins. 2.3, 2.4 million coins, somewhere like that. I'm about 2.3 to 2.4 million away from getting the 90 Ruud Gullit. We've got a 2 mega pack, so our lone team of the week pack, we'll open that first. Of course, it doesn't matter what it is. Unless it's something amazing, I'll just discard it. If it's Pogba or something, yeah, there you go. If it was Pogba, I would use Pogba for 5 games. If it was Nainggolan, the same. We've got our 2 Jumbo Premium Gold packs from the pre-order packs, guys. Let's see what we get in these. Can we get lucky today? No, we can't. Not in terms of a shine. Are we going to get a decent player at least? Spanish, centre mid. It's going to be Ben Yah. Oh, yeah, Ben Yah. He's had a haircut. Good on him. So we get an 82 rated player. We'll store him in the club. We'll store all the stuff in the club. There might be an Anthony Martial my words have they've lost me. Oh, we get 3,000 coin unlock. That's really nice. I like that a lot. That puts us That's 3k closer to prime, well, to middle range Ruud Gullit. Jumbo Premium Gold Pack number 2, guys. What are we going to get out of this? No shine again. Only 2 rare players this time. Give me a Gabriel Jesus or an Anthony Martial. It's German. It's a striker. It's going to be Gomez. Not interested in him at all. That's, yeah, not overly keen on that. We're going to send Mourinho to the trade pile. I think he actually sells for a fair bit. When I say a fair bit, I mean like maybe 800 coins or so. So we'll send him up instead of discarding him, discard the kits. And now we get our squad battles rewards, guys. 2 mega packs. Before we open these, just to one more time reiterate what I'm going to do on squad battles this week. So my plan is, I'm going to play all 4 games on Ultimate all the way through till Friday's games are done. If I'm in the top 100 after 20 Ultimate games, I will play through the weekend. And if I'm not, I will just be satisfied with Elite 1. I think it's a good way to give a little break between playing and you know, focusing on FUT Champs. But 2 mega packs, guys. Let's see if our luck is in today. Mega pack number 1. Nope, nothing in mega pack number 1. It's not even a board player. So unless we get a draft token in here or an extra pack. Is that Benyat again? No, Parejo this time. Great. Another really slow 82 rated Spanish centre midfielder. So our rewards luck still isn't the best. It hasn't been the best for many since FUT Champs came out. We've been very unlucky with the rewards, and that bad luck continues on now. But can't complain. You know, a couple of mega packs for some offline games. Mega pack number 2, our final pack of the video. We're gonna get bored on this one. No, so 2 mega packs and not even a shine, not even an 83 rated player. We're gonna end up getting Szczesny from Juventus. So those rewards pretty poor. But as I say, such is my luck. I can't get away from terrible pack luck. A lot of players in here though, which is very nice. Can't complain about that. We'll keep the consumables. Lots of players in here. 1,000 coin unlock, which is also quite nice. And a Real Madrid kit as well that might go for 3, 4, maybe 500 coins. So that is going to be the end of the video for today, guys. Another week down, 8 FUT Champs weeks down. On Thursday, I would highly expect monthlies to be out as well. It's going to be a good week for monthlies. So next week, depending on what we get in monthlies, our team might change, you know, because if I do get that 88 or 87 Paul Pogba, whatever it is, the 89 Paul Pogba or whatever, he will go back into my team instead of Matuidi, and that would be great. But of course, if I don't get anything worthy from monthlies, then this will once again be the team until we look for somewhere big to upgrade. Maybe Mustafi for Rijkaard, maybe not. I don't know what's next with this team. At the moment, I think playing with this team next weekend league is my aim, just because I've got a full weekend league now under my belt with this exact team. I want to go into it next week knowing the strengths and weaknesses of this team and trying my best again next weekend league. But this, guys, is going to be the end of the video for now. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.